well, we've created the API and now we are creating a client. So the client will be using the Framework7 version 2 framework. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to open a new command window. In this new command window, we need to create a client folder, and we need to be very careful not to install the client folder within the API folder, otherwise it will ruin the app and you'll need to start again. So I've already created the folder, and it is called, inside the web links folder, there's a client folder. So I navigate into the client folder. After navigating into the client folder, we then have to install Framework7, and then we install the server. Here you may need administrator rights, which I did. So I need to install the sudo command on my Mac. It might be different on command prompt. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll be there. And then obviously you complete the pages. Each page I complete in Visual Studio, where first of all you create the index page, and then you navigate to the correct style sheet, and you navigate to the correct script. Make sure you run the correct script and the correct style sheet, otherwise it won't work, as my saving destination may not be the same as yours. For the About one, you can go onto the template website on the framework.io website, and it will outline you how to create it, and then you basically just put in text. For the form, this was a bit more complicated. First of all, you have all the normal things you do on a page, like back buttons, front back, like navigation on the application itself. Next, it has application rating, add link, and then these buttons have an alert, and the actual UI of the system will handle everything. The actual scripts are running, and it will submit, and then using the post, it will add it to the form that we created in the beginning, the API. It'll add it to the database. Sorry, say it more easily. Next, we need a product page. So the product page. We need a products page as well. So items from the database are listed below, and then it has each one in a list. We then have the app.js file. The app.js file goes into the JS folder, and all the index.html is the only one that goes outside the folder. I'll show you this now. So as you go in the client, you've got the pages and the JS folders. All JS files go inside the JS folder. All the HTML files, apart from the index.html, go inside the pages. So inside the pages, I have the about, the form, the product, and the products. All the code is again in snippets. All you need to do is follow the small snippets, and they'll guide you through creating the app. After you've put in all the snippets, you can then run the HTTP server command. Once you run this, so that is one of the codes that is on the thing, you get a forms page where you can add a URL. So we'll add framework.io, and we'll give it a good rating of 100. So it submits it. Go back. So using the UI controls, it is able to do everything. In the products, it has form from your is below, BBC, which is a British news website. There's also an about page where you can add information. Right. The main thing about application building is that you're using DevTools. So in a browser search, well, I recommend using Google Chrome. What you do is you go into More Tools and click Developer Tools. Once in DevTools, this opens up. Now, what we can do is we can use the More Tools. We can use the settings inside this and make sure that disable cache is enabled. After all this is done, you should have a fully functioning working app. Thank you for watching. That's all.